One thing that's very important that most often forget is also to visualize what if I get in trouble. As a team, but also individual, what will I do? How will I react? My name is Rolf Thorstensen. I'm the mental coach of the men's first team here in Nordsjælland. My main focus is the well-being of both staff and players, but also the development and the performance. First of all, psychology is in many ways is very individual, but also it's a collective thing. So in this case, we have a lot of individual stuff that we do because it's human beings, and they're under a lot of pressure on a daily basis. They come here, their job, and every day they're told many things they could do better. So the mentality is quite important on a daily basis. Normally we try to do the sessions as informal as possible because we're actually trying to break some taboos here. Because psychology is still quite new, and in a men's world it's also hard to be vulnerable. So we try to do the talks more informal. It can be in the gym, it can be in the dressing room, it can be just outside here on the stadium. I think one of the most important things to work with as a player is mindfulness. We use that a lot in a team setting also, but also individual. So it's like the players learn how to be with themselves and be with their own thoughts. In this case, we talk a lot about acceptance. To accept as a human being, you worry a lot. Many of your thoughts are negative, so you need to learn, and in this setting also to practice how to handle yourself and your own thoughts and emotions.
So I work on different tricks and stuff, like I have started mindfulness training. I have worked on my body language and how I lead in best ways in front of my teammates. It gives myself a lot more confidence when I am able to express myself the way I want to express myself. The guys who are in your team and also the guys from outside look up to you, and it's very important that you be a good example and show the other guys the way.
I use it a lot, mostly every day. A lot of repetition about how I can grow as a person and how I can be the best Oliver. Like the repetition of talking, and then I have some values about love and also about courage and so on. So it's just about repetition and talk a lot, every day, a lot about it.
Before a game, on game day, in the dressing room, just minutes or hours before the game, there's a lot of individual ways of getting ready. Hopefully at that point the guys have prepared well and visualized the game and what's going to happen. And one thing that's very important that most often forget is also, and maybe the most important actually, to visualize what if I get in trouble. As a team, but also individual, what will I do? How will I react? And we have different tools to do that. We have values, or seeing yourself from the outside and visualize how you will handle it. To have a quick positive reaction to making a mistake. It can also be towards your teammate. How will I be a good teammate? And think this through sitting just before the game. And then also another thing that's very important is like to try to be in the present moment. And one of the best ways to do that is do something physically. So it can be like rubbing your hands or hitting your thigh. And if you look closely in any sports, you will see a lot of athletes use those techniques because that's the fastest way to get to the present moment. If you're at home watching this and you want to start up mental exercises of some sort, of course you should consider who you are as a person, but also you need to gain some knowledge. So for example, as mentioned before, mindfulness is a pretty important tool, and you can find a lot of different mindfulness apps, but also on YouTube different sessions to be guided. And that would be my recommendation, to start with a guided session so you kind of know what it is, what the concept of mindfulness is, and then you can try to develop from that into something that fits your own everyday life. That's one more. Otherwise, I would definitely recommend to find an expert, find somebody who knows a lot about this, who is educated in sports psychology, and take a hold of them and see where it goes.